What is the value of the expression 3 squared plus 21 divided by 3 multiplied by 7? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? At first glance, this expression seems very simple, but unfortunately, many people get to read. Let's dive in and break it down step by step together. To solve this question, many people start by calculating 3 squared first, and instead of the original expression, they rewrite it as 9 plus 21 divided by 3 multiplied by 7. And the next step, they usually perform the addition between 9 and 21 and simplify this expression to 30 divided by 3 multiplied by 7. Then, they proceed by doing the division between 30 and 3, which gives them 10 multiplied by 7. And finally, they multiply 10 by 7, which ends up with the answer 70. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, that's definitely wrong. Also, some other people when solving this question first go for the expression 3 squared and they simplify to 9 plus 21 divided by 3 multiplied by 7. And the next step, they usually go for the multiplication between 3 and 7 because they think multiplication has priority over division. So, they rewrite this expression as 9 plus 21 divided by 21. Next, they perform the division between 21 and 21 since they believe division has priority over addition. And they rewrite this expression as 9 plus 1, which finally gives them the answer 10. And immediately, they quickly say that option B is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow the PDMAS rule. We should perform these operations exactly in order from top to bottom, step by step. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have an exponent, then an addition sign, followed by a division, and finally a multiplication. We should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplified to 9 plus 21 divided by 3 multiplied by 7. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, since multiplication and division have higher priority than addition. However, it's really important to understand that multiplication and division have equal precedence. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 21 and 3, and this expression simplified to 9 plus 7 multiplied by 7. In the final step, we do the multiplication between 7 and 7, which gives us 9 plus 49. And finally, the value of this expression is equal to 58. Therefore, option C is the correct answer to this question.